I think a lot of the nurses in here feel terrible for the babies, how they withdraw. What we see is we see trembling of their extremities. Sometimes we'll even see seizure activities. They're very jittery. Their muscles are very, very tight. And these babies, they constantly have to have a pacifier in their mouth. They have to be swaddled. They have to have a nurse with them, holding them, rocking them. They have a hard time settling themselves. Like a healthy newborn can, after they eat, they can sleep for 2 to 3 hours. But the babies that are withdrawing, you can feed them and you'll put them down, or sometimes you can't even put them down, but they'll only sleep for 15, 20, 30 minutes and they're up again, wanting to eat again, or they're continually crying. And it's heartbreaking. It's sad to see them go through cramping of the stomach and screaming all the time and vomiting for a newborn.
I didn't plan on getting pregnant, so I didn't realize that I was at first, and continued with the same lifestyle that I had always been living. I was used to going out with my friends, having fun, partying, and my friends, they weren't pregnant. They kept going out, having a good time. They told me that it wasn't a big deal, that I didn't have to worry about it. And honestly, I felt cheated. If I couldn't have that drink, or if I couldn't have that cigarette, I felt cheated. Like, why has this burden been placed upon me? Looking back, I am so full of regret for my actions, what I did. I just wish that I could go back and make things right.
What is important for a pregnant mother to realize is that anything that she breathes in or drinks or ingests will ultimately affect that unborn child. Many babies that we see that are born to moms who have used a combination of drugs become addicted to just not one specific drug per se. A lot of babies have been exposed during the length of the pregnancy to many substances such as alcohol, tobacco, caffeine, prescription pain medications that might be needed, and also a variety of illegal drugs such as marijuana and cocaine and heroin.
One of the biggest obstacles for parents if they have had an addiction history is they have to work through a Child Protective Service agency. It's an automatic referral for a child in need of protection and services, and so they'll have to sometimes, agree to services, and that I think that can be very stressful for them. That can be very, very challenging. We work with the families to help make sure that they're coping with what's going on with their baby, and to make the appropriate referral services to support them for things that are occurring. Some people have limited resources, so we try and link them to appropriate community resources that are going to help them meet the needs of their babies.
In terms of the long-term developmental consequences, we're still in the infancy period, so to speak, in terms of quantifying and qualifying the problems that these infants will have. Some babies have effects to their eyes. Other babies continue to have, increased muscle tone, and they require intensive and aggressive physical therapy. Many of these substances were used during that first critical trimester, so the effects on brain growth and development sometimes aren't known until the child is school age, but there is a high incidence of attention deficit and hyperactivity disorder and other behavior problems.
Early On program is the only program in the area that is not based on income. We base it on a child. We look at the child. We look at every area of the child's development. And if they qualify with a developmental delay, that's one way they can get services through our program. Another way is with an established condition. And one of the established conditions we have is toxic drug exposed. A lot of these little ones have issues with tone, which they tend to be kind of tight. So we do have physical therapy services that can go into the home and work with them on just functionally, how do we get these babies to loosen up. We have speech therapy, we have social work, physical therapy, occupational therapy services, and they can all go in the home and work with these infants.
In addition to my own struggles, staying clean, kicking the habits, I have the added stress of a high needs child, and it's been really difficult, and it's a continuous struggle. I'm so thankful for my physician and all the help that he provided me, the education and the support, and I'm especially thankful for the programs that were available for my child that really helped him in his early development stages. He's doing better every day. We continue to see improvement, and this program has just been wonderful, and it gives us hope for the future.
Probably the most crucial point for mothers to avoid any illegal or legal substances that are known to affect the unborn child is during the first trimester. Of course, this is a period where most moms don't realize that they're pregnant. So they are still continuing to smoke and drink alcohol and take prescribed medications or use any illegal substances that they may be using. The sooner they realize that they're having problems, that they do have a substance abuse problem or are misusing drugs, the sooner that they get help, the better off they will be, and the better off, their unborn baby will be as well.
Help is available. Call 211 or your local physician today.